Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of the Saints Block Party podcast brought to you by BetterHelp. Fuck the Saints. We're not starting this show off with the Saints. What we're going to start this show off with is our podcast giving an incredible amount of love to everyone who came to the Saints Block Party podcast LA meetup for the Rams game on Thursday Night Football 4 days before Christmas. It was so cool just being around everyone. So I part of me like wants to try to name everyone, but then I don't want to miss people. But like Mitch, Julio, White Wealth, Wayne came from Tennessee, Ronte came from Chicago, our boy London, much love to London for hooking us up with Paper Tiger Bar in Koreatown, incredible spot. Renee, Wallace, Keon, our dude Kevin Beard, Stuntman who's been on the podcast. I know I'm missing people. I saw our dude Benjamin, our dude Jonathan Pirate from Atlanta came through, and his wife.
Wow.
I already said Julio. It was just
Miguel.
My bad, Miguel. It was crazy, man. It was crazy that we were able to do that, like as a community. Oh, our dude, Kevin Interstellar, who came to our draft party in Vegas. It was just it's wild that we've been able to create this, and regardless of the team being
think about him, we come a long way since then.
Long way, bro. Bruh, go back to that draft. It was me, you, Bree, Jay, Kevin, his brother, nigga, and that was it. That's it, bruh. Getting hyped, drafting Chris Olave, bruh. Having some bomb-ass drinks, bomb-ass margaritas. Also the same draft that they drafted Trevor Penning, who I guess they feel is not an NFL player anymore, bruh. Anyway, all that. Just, we've come a long way. And we are so thankful and grateful for everyone, just everyone who has made this and are continuing to make this community what it is. As dreadful as that game was, it becomes fun, bro. And that's how at this point it's just fun, it's vibes, and that's how I see it going forward. Now, in a perfect world, we like this podcast to be when the Saints are like winning and looking good and contending. We love it, bro.
Please.
Like, think about this. The height of this podcast was the PJ Williams pick 6 on Tom Brady. When Jameis got hurt. That was like the peak, right? Saints-wise, I mean. And so I think when we were discussing, I think the goal going forward will obviously continue to do our big SBP big meetup in New Orleans, and then one meetup away game. Everyone's already kind of looking for like that LA Saints LA away game next season.
Got a lot of Saints fans out there, man. It's crazy.
Bruh, deep, bruh. You like, if the Saints were like good, you would have thought this was a home game, bruh. It was insane.
It's crazy.
So that said, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I don't think I left anyone out. Oh, also want to give another quick shout out to Brian, to our dude, D Turner, to Mike, and our dude, two Brians, Mike, D Turner, who had bought tickets either with our group or separately, and we're not going to be able to make it to the meetup. We're not going to be able to make it to the game. Rather than trying to sell their tickets, rather than trying to, see if someone in the community could have money to pay for their tickets, they just said, give it to people in the community who needs them, who wants to join without free of charge. Like, that's the shit in a nutshell of like what we're building, man. Like
Man.
that doesn't happen, bro. And
Nah, bro.
Mickey Loomis wants to fucking talk about the economy. In the economy, when
Shit.
people are spilling $108 for a ticket, and then to be like, you know what, I can't make it, but give it to someone else in your group that can. That's what a community's fucking about. So
Man.
that's why we as fans are so annoyed about the shit we're being peddled by the Saints right now, because you have dedicated, loyal fans. You have people in our group who just want other people in our group to experience vibes and good times together. And this is what kind of we get in return. So much, like, huge fucking shout out to them, because that's insane, man. It's insane.
Insane. Insane. Props to them, bro.
And now we got to talk about this.
Went about as expected.
It did. I think I said last year that the Niners game that me and Eric, who that homo attended around Thanksgiving time, was like the worst Saints game. Like, as a fan, like the feeling I had leaving it, this one was like 10 times worse. Like, I left this game. Yeah, man. Like, because at least in that Niners game, I was like, all right, yeah, our offense sucked, but our defense, held the mighty 49ers, even though they had Jimmy Garoppolo at the time, to 13 points. They had Debo, they had Ayuk, they had C-Mac, Kettle. Defense held them to 13 points. I still left that game feeling, how do we go up from here? Leaving this Rams game, I have never experienced a loss in person. I was at the San Francisco Saints playoff game. I have not experienced a loss leaving it feeling like this is as shitty and as bad as it fucking gets than the game that was yesterday against the Rams.
And what makes it like that is like, where do we go from here? It's like,
there it is. There it is.
There's no path forward,
At least last year, it was like, okay, the defense was something to hang the hat on.
Get us a quarterback, get us a couple of weapons, we can cook. That's what Loomis was thinking too.
Yep. But I know we'll get to the offensive side of the ball, but again, it goes back to when you have a defensive head coach.
Mm-hmm.
The defense was not. There were, and I don't know if it was easy to see watching the game. Not if you weren't there. There were Rams wide receivers open every fucking snap, Ryan.
Every snap, bro. No,
every snap. They were open, and it's to the point. And I don't want to hear DA talk about Marshawn. No, man, like Sean McVay absolutely fucked the shit out of Dennis Allen coaching wise, bro. It was a clinic, nigga.
Clinic, bro. Like, it was evident quickly. Like, quickly. As soon as they got on offense, it's like, oh shit. They were running man beaters, those little crosses, running some zone. They ran some things to stretch the zones out. It was just like, man, like, this dude, he had 2 days prepared and he cooked DA defense, bro. It was, I tweeted earlier, like, the coaching deficit was just so apparent in that game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, like, it's just like that. And I know the score ended up like being like a 1-score game, bro. But at no point in that game did I feel like the Saints gonna win this. Like, the Saints got a good chance to win this. Yeah, I know. Maybe if they hit this pass or got the onside kick, whatever, we'll get to that.
Oh my God!
Like, you knew it by halftime, especially by halftime. You knew, like, okay, I know how this game gonna go. I know exactly how this game gonna go.
It was over, bro. Like, when they went up 10.
Like, I know this script.
We knew it, bro.
Night,
bro. And that was early as fucking the game, right? But what's crazy is that we were also at that Houston Saints game. We knew it's when we as fans know like, oh, we don't got no shot. Like
shot.
No shot. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you could see it. It's not even in the football plays per se. You could see it in the body language of the players. You could just see when they're not up to the task today. You know what I'm saying? Just like on the flip side, like last week, you could see when they come to play. Like early in that game against the Giants, you was like, okay, they came. Something got them pumped up, but they coming out to play today. Last night is like, nah, bro, nah. And that was a game where you needed to dig deep. I know it's a short week and all that stuff, but the Rams ain't had no problem with that. They dug deep, and it was a playoff game for them, and they played like it was a playoff game. It was a playoff game for the Saints, and they did not play like it was a playoff game.
Said that it was the biggest game of Dennis Allen's coaching career. The biggest game. Biggest.
Period.
Everyone watching you. Prime time. All the eyes are on you. And you do that? You do that in front of everybody.
You got Rich Eisen tweeting about you, bro. Rich Eisen. Saying, what is DA doing?
I don't know, Rich. We've been asking it for fucking 2 years now, bro. We don't know either.
We've been watching this, bro. And I'm glad y'all get to see it now. Shit.
Our dude, John Hendricks, just maybe an hour ago, tweeted this. In the 8 Saints losses this season, they have been outscored 127-62 in the first half. They've only had a lead in one Packers game and have put up double-digit points in 2 of them. Packers, Texans.
Coaching, bro. Coaching, man.
Mickey gonna hang his hat on Dennis Allen? This is what he's going to continue to peddle to us. Like we're just blind or something. Like we don't see what everyone else sees.
But then they gotta see it. Gail was sitting up there with Drew Brees yesterday in the stadium. Gail Benson, Mickey Loomis, Drew Brees watching this, and you can't tell me they don't see it. Because they have sat there and watched greatness. They've watched Sean Payton era, the Drew Brees era. They've watched, successful, good football. You can't tell me they're not seeing this, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I refuse to, bro. The whole Ian Rappaport, DA safe, but things change, and Ian Rappaport was defending the fucking him not punting and going for it on 4th down, bro. Tell me that DA or someone who's pro DA is your source without telling me that shit, bro. I'm hip to the game, bro. Like I'm not dumb.
Come on, man. We know how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? We know how this works.
So I saw that, and I didn't even. I'll say this: I don't think anyone truly knows if DA is safe right now. No one knows.
Exactly. No one knows. That's why I don't even pay attention to any of it, because nobody knows what Gail is thinking.
Nobody.
And nobody really knows what Loomis is thinking, because Loomis doesn't really play the media game. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really leak stuff. Maybe you might get something here and there, but he doesn't really
very
play
rarely.
That. Very rarely, bro. So nobody knows. You know what I'm saying?
It starts with Gail. It starts with Gail.
Absolutely.
And this is just a quick aside. I feel like you and I on this podcast and our community, we built something that's pretty special. We've done things. Yesterday it was 30 plus deep at a fucking away game. We had 10 people coming from fucking overseas earlier this year for the Bears game. And we were at 40 people plus at the meetup, or maybe 35 or so people plus at the meetup in New Orleans this year. Why is it that when I send an email to Greg Benzel, very, very, very professional request, radio silence, but yet that same request have been sent to other sport entities, the Rams, University of Michigan, University of Alabama, whoever, and even though I might get told no, thank you for responding to I get told no. Oh, okay. It's just the little shit is like, you have a devoted fan base, and you want to act and treat us like we can't see or we're dumb. I was like, just the irony that DA, after beating the fucking Giants last week, James, look, yes, I'm not getting any question about my quarterback today.
Put that on the record. Huh. Fuck out of here, man. Bro, if I was sitting in that, I know we'll never get credentials because I would have said, man, fuck out of here.
Got my face.
Face, bro. Serious? Yeah, and look, and here's what's gonna happen. And this is what drives you crazy about Derek Carr. It's because anybody who didn't watch the game will pull up his stats. He was 27 of 33 or something like that, 38. 341 yards, 3 touchdowns, had an interception. Man, you could win with that. That's some nice stats. You could win with that. Fool's gold, bro. Fool's gold. And look, and I tweeted last night, it wasn't a bad Derek Carr game. Like, it wasn't like we've seen worse Derek Carr. It wasn't one of the quote unquote bad Derek Carr games. But the things you have to do to be successful in the court to be a quarterback, he consistently doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? Horrible pocket tolerance, horrible pocket management. There's a lot of fuss about, I think it was a 3rd down or 4th down pass to Olave that he kind of threw behind Olave.
The 3rd down. Listen, Olave got to catch that. Like,
I would say that I would say that on the Zoom. It was kind of a debate on the Zoom.
Nah,
I was like, look, it hit his hand, catch it. It was not a great pass. It wasn't. Like, I get it. But like, you hit your hand, you got to catch it.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think he dropped another one.
Yes,
an easier one than that later in that game. But he had like 130 something yards, 7 catches.
Playing on a bum ankle that he
probably really shouldn't have played. You know what I'm saying?
And he was still cooking the Rams second. Anyway, I'm not gonna get like, of all the fucking things wrong with the Saints, I am not getting on a Chris Olave fucking discourse.
Like, why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this?
Things, Ryan.
I'm seeing tweets. Hot take table. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
Man, it's been blocked for like 4 plus years.
Your name is Hot Take Table. That's why I don't even respond. I'm like, your name is Hot Take Table. So I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, there are so many things to complain about with this franchise, with this team. There's such a long list to be mad about.
Bro, EA came out there talking about they need to run the ball better.
Niggas, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I'm talking about it has to get better. Really? Niggas bags is packed, nigga. Like, niggas, bags packed, they emptied their desks out, they ready to roll.
Trying to go to Cancun.
Like the last day of school coming up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing no more work.
Checked out, bro.
Checked out. What are you talking about, bro? He is lost, man. Lost.
This episode of the Saints Block Party podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Woof. The holiday seasons are approaching and gift-giving season is right on the horizon. What do you do to give gifts?
Well, me and my family, we have a website that we go to and we kind of just put what we want, make our little gift lists, and then we kind of just go through the list and try to buy everybody the things that they want. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, whether or not your family gives gifts during the holidays, you get to define how you give to yourself. And the holidays are a great time to do that. Best way to start is indulging in self-care. No better place to start than BetterHelp. With BetterHelp, you can give to yourself, starting therapy, giving yourself self-care, and learn positive coping skills. It's simple, it's convenient, you get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/whodat today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, TNF.com/whodat. Speaking of coaching, can we talk about the coaching decisions?
Oh.
Okay. So when the first fourth down happened and they didn't convert, I tweeted it. I said, that fourth down call to go for it reeks of a coach who knows his job is on the line and he's pressing. That's what that was.
Pressing, bro.
I didn't mind him going for the first. It was fine. It was unexpected, but it was fine. To go for it, that second fourth down, 50 seconds to go. The Rams had 2 timeouts. I have nothing, bro.
And the Saints had 2 timeouts.
And
they were just frizzled. They was rushing. It was like
discombobulated.
Slow down. They could have done a run play. I mean, it was just they were so frenetic. And I was like, why are they rushing? You got 2 timeouts. There was a minute and something left, and it was so frenetic. And obviously, it wound up not working out. But it was just like, what is going on, bro? It was just.
It winds up not working out, and then the Rams marched the ball down the field and scored a touchdown.
Boom.
And we were talking about it in the stands, and London was just like, if you kick that ball deep and you punt it, at maybe one, you make the Rams go longer, right? They got to go the distance of the field, assuming our terrible punter Headley actually hits a good punt. But at least, at the very least, you're trying to minimize the amount of points that the Rams will score. So maybe they get 3, but they don't get 7. But when you don't get it the first down and you give them a short field and they have 2 timeouts and your defense is pretty much shown that they can't stop the Rams up to that point in the game, what the fuck are you doing? Idiots, bro.
Well, that's that's what happens when you're trying to be something you're not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're not a go for it on 14. On the 4th down. That's not who they are. They're not a surprise onside kick team. They don't do that. And now you're trying to press and beat that, and it's not going to work. That's something you practice in and out. That's something that's in your DNA. That's in your identity. You know what I'm saying? When Sean Payton would go for it on 4th down, it wasn't even a surprise. Like, it was like, okay, we knew he was going to go for 4th at a certain time. Sometimes it's decisions we didn't like, but we knew aggression was a part of the Saints' identity. You know what I'm saying?
Can I give a big shout out to big fan of the podcast, Catherine Fisher. She follows us on Instagram. She works in the industry. She's directed quite a few things, episodes of TV shows, and she hated that she couldn't come be with us at the meetup, but she made just an exquisite point of just the juxtaposition of Sean Payton's ambush call and DA's onside call last night. If you just line them right up next to each other, that is such a telling indictment of both of them as coaches. Because the onside kick, even when it happened, made no sense to us. And it's not like he surprised the Rams with it.
No.
At that point, just kick it deep.
And they kicked it to Puka. Right to him. And then he did the pirouette, I'm going to kick it here. Oh, no, I'm going to go kick it over here. Right to Puka. Everybody was just like, huh?
Made no sense.
We were on the Zoom. We was just like, what are they doing? That's game. That was it.
It was 4 minutes left in the game. Was like, what are you doing?
Rich Eisen was like, what? It's like, welcome to our world, Rich.
It goes like DA and Derek Carr, bro. Just 2 dummies in unison, bro. Just dumb.
That's the thing. It's him. It's the quarterback. It's like, oh my god. And Stafford was just he was cooking, bro. I don't know if he was able to. I don't know if he was able to see from being there, but man, he was throwing side arms, looking downfield, throwing over here. He was cooking, bro. I was like,
it made me think of that fucking episode we did where we were debating if the Saints should trade fucking for Matthew Stafford or should they just bring Jameis.
Yeah,
you remember that episode, bro? Because Saints Twitter was like, "Oh, I don't want to trade for Matthew Stafford. I don't want to give up." Shut up, please.
Oh man, and you know what? Alante Taylor, he was getting exposed. Wound up getting benched. And then immediately, what's number 0's name? I keep forgetting.
Sub-Zero. I don't know.
He came in and he immediately started getting cooked too. It's like it don't matter. Like what are you trying to prove, Da? Like
he's trying to he want to bench him, but he won't bench himself.
And this man came out defending you last week, and you gonna bench that man. That just goes to show you, bro.
Woo!
Goes to show. Yeah, you know, Yadam was getting cooked.
Came down to earth.
And honestly, a lot of it was some good coverage. It was just like, damn, Stafford was putting that ball like
he was, bro,
right there on the money.
And that's the game. You just a perfect segue to go back to the whole Derek Carr thing, bro. That's a game where if you have a quarterback, like you said, Derek Carr can do all, you know, his stats look good, blah, blah, blah. That's a game that if you see your defense is going to cook like that, if you've already paid $40 million to a quarterback or 150, whatever, that means that your starting quarterback got to go out and he got to fucking duel. It got to be an offensive fireworks. Okay, we got the ball. We got the ball. We got to go and score a touchdown because we know that other team across the field, they going to put up points. So we got to do the same.
Yeah.
And if you've already invested this much money to Derek Carr and he has consistently for all season has shown that he can't do that. Also, I think Pete Carmichael called a fucking very awful game last night, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the first drive looked good and then whatever. But he's not the guy. And we know he's not the guy.
We know it.
I can't say, I don't know how many times I said on the podcast and I didn't believe it. 70 to 75% of the league when Derek Carr got released from the Raiders said that he is a backup. And even
right,
myself.
Bro. It was right. Yeah.
Man.
No, like, come on, huh?
No, yes. As shitty as the league is sometimes, and sometimes the league gets very much in the group think, they were 100% right.
100%, bro. He's in the same tier as your, you know, Teddy Bridgewater, Brissett, you know, high level backup, spot starter, stopgap quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's where he actually is as a player. That's what the Raiders were telling you when they cut him.
With no plan.
With no plan. Just said,
no, Mark Davis, what you gonna do about quarterback? I don't know. I just know it ain't gonna be him.
Because the money didn't match. Like, you know, 10 million, 15 million, okay, we could talk, but 28, 30, 35 million, no. No, you can't. You are ruining your franchise with that. And that's where we at. That's what we hitched our wagon to.
So Mike Florio put up a really good article. I didn't read it. I just read it. And I think the premise of the article basically was saying, you know, the Raiders got rid of Derek Carr. They had paid a whole bunch of money to him. They got rid of him before they had to pay even more money to him. Could the Saints do the same thing in 2024? The answer to that question is completely depends on who's the head coach of the team. Simple as that.
Yep. And that's basically the arguments he kind of goes through. He goes through if this, then this, if that, then that, right, in that article, which is like, what are the options? But basically it comes down to like, at worst, you know, at best, the Saints are going to have to eat it next year if they did decide to move on. And, you know, it would suck. Make no mistake about it. It would suck. But, like, you either going to do it or you don't, man. Like, I mean, you know, like, the money is going to hurt. But, like, the dead cap turned into cap space, you know, the following year. So, you just got to take it. It rolls off, man. You know, you just got to take it. But, you know, I don't know, man. Like, that's a tough pill to swallow, bro. That's a real tough pill to swallow to bring him back, especially if DA there too. It's just like, bro.
Like, I don't even know what you could peddle to the fan base to make anyone at this point. Even this is why I'm pissed off, bro. You have a dude in Mitch who is the most him and Joey. Dan, like the most optimistic Saints fans. Just optimistic. We're gonna fucking win the Super Bowl, like all in every year. And I love that, bro. Like, I love it. I love that hope. Bro, Mitch didn't even last the whole game last night, Ryan.
Couldn't do it, bro. Couldn't
Mitch
do it.
Left the game early. This man flew from a 6-hour flight from Maui to LA. Left early. You have, man, see my boy Joey just putting tweets up. Like, Joey fed up, bro.
Fed up.
This like, you have just sucked the life and the energy of a fan base that's so like jovial and so dedicated to the team, even blindly, right? And something has to change. And don't come out here and peddle this whole, oh, we're gonna get rid of Pete Carmichael, we're gonna get a new OC. Stop that shit.
Who? What OC?
Ronald. They gonna promote Ronald Curry and try to be like, look, guys, look, we're changing. Fuck you. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this video right here because when the shit's announced, I'm gonna post that shit.
Get the hell out of here, man! Like, seriously,
you know what's coming, bro. These 2 years of waste. Do you know how shitty it was being in that stadium last night and just seeing like this version of AK, bro?
Oh.
Like one of my favorite Saints. One of my favorite Saints players of all times.
All time, bro. And
he still has it. It's still there.
It's a star. No. Getting interviewed by, Rooks before the game. Like, man, it's just the way he's used. Just running into a brick wall every game.
Run up the middle,
throw a little pass. We were talking about it on the Zoom. Like, every time, when he is used in a pass game, there's like 3 defenders right there always. It's like it's never like a design. It's just like a dump off. Your rudimentary check down. You know what I'm saying? And man, defenses eat that up all day. Where's the Texas route? Where's what are we doing here? What are we doing? And that, that falls back to Pete Carmichael, of course. It's tough, man. It's tough. And it's like, running the ball, like I always say, man, like, you can't just be like, man, we need to run the ball better. That has to be something that's ingrained. It's a mindset that starts in OTAs. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you got to be, it's all about want. You know what I'm saying? There's some talent that goes into being a good run team, but it's also a want to and like a mindset.
Absolutely.
And, they just haven't had that instilled into them, these past couple seasons. And it's just a waste, man. I just hate seeing Alvin Kamara wasted like that. Jimmy Graham got 2 snaps. Like, after the 2 games he's had, you give him 2 snaps. 2 snaps.
Taysom Hill got...
Make it make sense.
Taysom Hill got 10 snaps.
Make it make sense.
It don't, bro. It don't. So the hashtag Fire Dennis Allen sign got confiscated. Okay. So just got to put this whole thing into context. So got to the tailgate. So there was a big Saints tailgate that was happening. The podcast wasn't hosting it. Other people were, but a lot of the guys went there as a good meetup spot. I meant to get there earlier. Traffic, whatever. Got there probably about good 40 fucking minutes later than I intended to. Got there with the sign. Before unrolled it so like Mitch and Wayne and Benjamin could see it, and then we just flooded around people, bro, just posing in front of the sign and everything. And so everyone who donated for the sign to be made, thank you. I apologize that the sign did not get into SoFi. Like, we walking in, bro, and just be your own people, bro. You just like, you can't bring that in. I'm like, man, it's just a sign. It don't got anything to do with the Rams, bro. Like, just a sign.
Right.
No, he can't bring that in. So it got confiscated. It got thrown away. But the good thing is, at least the picture that was tweeted out has went pretty viral.
Oh yeah,
it's out there. So, to some degree, it did its job. It didn't do as big of a job that I intended. Next time, I will make sure to get a smaller sign. But I just wanted it to be seen, Ryan. I just needed that shit like big, bro. I just need him out. I need him out, bro.
Big. He was big, bro.
I need him out. Man, I know the Saints had told security, bro. Hey, if you see someone with the large sign coming in, make sure they don't get it. Don't
get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here.
That was probably Greg Bensel, bro. Just a quick, how funny this is. Derek Carr got beat by the Rams last night. He also got beat by the Rams with fucking Baker Mayfield last season with that improbable comeback. This man can't be Baker on the Rams. This man can't be Baker on the Bucs, bro. Like,
you have nightmares about Baker. Baker.
You gotta see Baker next week, nigga.
Right back to me.
Does this team win a game out of these last two games?
I mean, the Falcons are bad, man, but we lost to the Falcons already.
And we lost to them. I know it was a little closer than but it was not like that game didn't feel close. I know it felt close to some, but to me, watching that game didn't feel close.
Right.
And
I don't know, man.
The Falcons do I know fucking Arthur Smith is dumb as shit too, but every time the Saints have played the Falcons run game have given, and the Saints defense run just bad. It's been bad all fucking season.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like, they easily could drop these next two and go in the season on they're making 7-10 in the season.
Good.
And falls right into my predictions of how many games they would have won this season, bro.
Right on it, bro. Right on it, man.
Hashtag on paper.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. We'll see how this season goes. There's still playoff hopes alive. They're gonna need help, but
I know this. People would think this is sacrilege. People would think this is blasphemous. I don't want to see this Saints team in the playoffs, bro. I don't.
No.
I don't.
No.
Because this Saints team making the playoffs in some type of weird way is just going to add an additional year or 2 years of the DA Saints let.
We don't want it. We don't want it. And the Rams game, just put the stamp on it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that was we damn near last podcast. Shut us up. That was their opportunity to. I wouldn't say it would have given me faith, but it would have been like, okay, they did 1-2 game, did a third game. Okay, they're doing something. They turn the page. You know what I'm saying? Nope, it's not in. Nope. Has DA ever won more than 2 games in a row? I don't think so.
Bro,
I don't think so.
Think you right, bro?
I don't think he's won more than 2 games in a row, bro.
We gotta check the stats, but you might be right, bro.
I don't see how. I don't see how Loomis, a smart football. He's a smart football guy. I don't see how he could just see that and be like, yeah, let's roll with this.
He gotta let that ego go, bro. He gotta let that ego go. He gotta let the whole. Listen. Be the bigger person and just say you messed up the hire. Yes, you should have just made amends with Sean when he wanted to come back this season. But clean slate, Ben Johnson want $15 million. Tell Gale to pay $17 million. I don't care.
Don't care.
Because at the very least, and I'm not, obviously it would be completely different. The receivers might be different. The quarterback be different. The weapons be different. I know at least the offense would be entertaining with Ben Johnson as head coach.
Yep.
Could he build a staff? Could he build a defense? That I don't know. Don't know any of that.
That's what the interview for. I don't know.
Right. But at least
do a real coaching search, man. Like have an actual coaching search. List out your principles and the tenets that you're looking for, and go search offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, special teams. Old guys,
college.
Anything.
Oh, search. Do a thorough search. But this whole good old boy nepotism that led to DA getting this job. This is why you're in the position you're in.
Yep.
Simple as that. I'm just going to let's see. Bears, New England, Giants, Tennessee, and who else they beat? The Colts. Every team picking top 10 except for the Colts, bro. Like you said, bro, just the Saints team just beat down bad fucking teams.
Bad teams unless they quarterback by Gardner Minshew. That's it. The secret sauce.
Got annihilated by the fucking Vikings, and Josh Dobbs is not even the emergency quarterback no more, nigga. What is going on?
What?
But we got a defensive guru as head coach. Okay. Trying to think. I think we hit on it all. Just try to make sure before we anything else, man.
I mean, look, man, like Chris Olave got his 1,000 yards. What else is there? We're going to have to do a podcast this offseason about the trending up players and the trending down players. I don't want to do it now because it's Christmas. But I think that'll be an interesting concept. Because they got a lot of work, bro. A lot of work. Especially on offensive line and defensive line. Whew.
Well, I mean, offensive line, you have a first round pick who's not playing, who they may not even think, according to NOF.
I was throwing it out there on the Zoom last night. You think he gets moved this offseason? Like for like a 4th round pick to the Titans or some shit. Just just get rid of him.
Again, I think it completely depends on who that head coach is. Yeah. Right? Like, because I could see another head coach coming in and saying, these niggas wasn't coaching this man right at all. Like, he's solid, left tackle, solid right tackle. Like,
this man built like a mountain. I'm gonna do something with this. Something.
I do not trust a single fucking thing this coaching staff does in terms of evaluation. Besides drafting secondary players, not paying, drafting secondary players. Anything other than that, I do not trust their fucking football opinion on. Let Marcus Williams go for Marcus May. You brought in Honey Badger, who is meh at best, although he's made some splash plays, but overall, he's been a meh signing. It's a laundry list. Like it's a laundry list of things. So I don't trust their evaluation. So I don't yes, Trevor Penning is not on the field. I understand that. I don't trust their opinion. Now, if another coaching staff comes in and comes to that same conclusion, okay, then that's all. I don't trust. I mean, they hit on Chris Olave, they hit on Jordan Howden, 3C. So they've hit on some players, but there's some things that I just don't trust, and something that's a glaring concern to me is you had 2 defensive players, and Pete Warner. I know we're not going to get into it too deep. And Pete Warner and Alontae Taylor, who in theory should be ascending defensive cornerstones on your defense, and they have regressed mightily.
Absolutely.
This season with a defensive head coach.
Absolutely. Pete Warner played bad yesterday, bro.
He's been playing bad most of the season, bro.
Most of the season, yeah. So
we'll get into that episode later. But anyhow, we apologize for doing the recap a little late. It was a fucking madhouse. Me getting home last night, bro. We think the game ended at 8:30. I didn't get home till like 10:30. But we wanted to get it out. We know it's the holidays. Christmas is on Monday. It's soon. Just enjoy this. It's not trying to re-traumatize y'all. And think about this. At least you don't got to fucking watch the Saints play on Christmas Eve. Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Thank God, bro.
Watch
it's
me
out
some
the way.
real football on Christmas. 49ers, Ravens? Hell yeah.
Jay said, she can't watch it, bro. She said, I will not be watching.
Gotta disconnect, Jay. Gotta disconnect.
I will not be watching. You.
Yes,
I will not be watching. Yes. Real football. Okay, whatever. But also just really, really quick of just how important coaching is, and then we'll end it. This Rams team came into the season, teams were thinking they were going to be picking the top 5. They had a shot at Caleb Williams. A lot of that was contingent upon Matthew Stafford, but not all of it, right? A lot of it was just like their roster, right? It was like you had a Cooper Kupp, and it just didn't seem like there was a lot of talent on this Rams team.
Most UDFAs in the league.
8-7 right now, bro. In the NFC West, nigga. One of the hardest division in football, bro. 8-7. Coaching. All goes back to coaching. It always goes back to doing a thorough coaching search and go finding the fucking guy. Girl. I don't fucking care. The person that can coach and lead this team. That's it, man. That's it. Anyway, please have happy holidays and enjoy yourself and enjoy your family, your friends, and the moments. Everyone who came out from all over for the LA meetup, thank y'all. It was amazing. London made the absolute best drink I've ever had in my fucking life. Oh, damn. God. Oh God, bro. We got. So if we do the LA meetup, the away game for the Chargers Saints game next season, like we got to get Wolf. We got to get Wolf to LA. We got to. We got to. Like if we do the New Orleans, like the New Orleans style meetup that we do for the one in New Orleans, but we do the same thing in LA. We'll do it big. Already the wheels are already turning. We'll do it big. So
Patreon.com/Saints Block Party.
Yeah.
Step the Patreons up.
Yeah, don't want. We love the listens, we love the follows, we love the retweets, but that's for all our Patreon. Yeah. But YouTube, like and subscribe. We'll be back this upcoming week. At some point, we'll knock out the preview pod for that Bucks game. We will have the Bucks game recap on Sunday, talking about how the game went. We'll have the live stream as the game's going on. We will see how these New Orleans Saints finishes the season.
We'll see. Merry Christmas.
Right. Merry Christmas. Hope fucking Santa put so many coals in fucking DA. I want his house just full of coals, bro. Like he opened the door just like a cartoon, bro. Just overwhelmed with cold, bro. With that, we're out.
Peace.